You know, they're on the sector. You don't care. He already knows. He's having a moment. I'll leave her alone. I'll be back. Right?
Yeah.
Come on, because it is. What is this, right?
Yes.
When you ask God for something, it's not going to be anything like before. I don't care what you're asking for. It's not going to be like before. Because you're expecting it to come a certain way. Or you're expecting it to happen a certain way. Right? And we're all waiting. But it's not going to happen that way. Because he wants to do it different. And the proof was Joshua. He didn't take them through the wilderness. He just literally got the same group. Actually, a lot of them had already died. So family members. And he just crossed them into the promised land. Remember?
Yes.
Isn't he the one that goes around the city? That was a new way of doing things.
Yeah.
Right? Then they couldn't talk. It was just different. Everything that was going on was different. It was unfamiliar, not accustomed to, right? It's like seeing somebody after not seeing them for it doesn't even have to be a long time, but you never really spend time together as a group.
Yes.
And now today, you and I are just talking and, you learn something about each other you didn't know, because normally when you're in a group, you don't share things like that, right? So now I know a different side of you. Or I didn't know that was going on in your family. Or I didn't know that you went through that or whatever, right? So now I know something different. So we're like, what is this? I had no idea that you like that, right? I had no idea that you did that. I didn't know that a friend that I've known for years, because she always says, well, you know, Dr. Rebekah, you've been married 3 times, and I found out girlfriend she had 2. I've known her for years. And Bernie found out because her daughter spilled the beans with me. Said something about her mommy. She's been married a couple times. I said, what? She said, you didn't know? And how about my other friend that told me she was 10 years younger, and then I found out her birthday was November 1957. What? We're the same age? And all these times she'd be like, well, you know, Dr. Rebekah, how does it feel to be your age? And I'd be like, oh, wait till you get my age. And then I find out she is my age. Trying to fake me out all these years. And I've known her for like 30 years. What's the deal here? Right? So I'm gonna say, what is this? And I still haven't even confronted her. I don't care. She wants to be 55. I know she's 65. She can pretend. Yeah, go on with your best self. Hair's falling now, girl, I know why. Right? Think about it. Right? And this is what he's saying. We're not accustomed. Moses took the people through the wilderness. Joshua had new instructions and led them into the promised land, and they had victory over their enemies. So this time around, things are going to be different. Like I said earlier, somebody said on the table, oh, I'm paying off my bills. Okay. But I don't want to hear next year that you're in debt again. You don't pay them off and brag here, and then go get those same cards and fill them again. She said a good point. She said, pay them off and cut them. Right? How about the people that buy stuff and don't use it and return it when they need money? Well, what is that? You're looking at me weird. Yeah, because that's a lifestyle. It's called you're poor. And this is your poor stash. And as long as you got your poor stash, God can't move because you're taking. It's like my son said, look, Mom, when you meet a guy, act like you don't know how to put a light bulb on. I know you know how, but let him put it on. Get it and just act like, you know. Yeah, he says, he's my son, he knows me. He goes, I know, he looks at my place. You put everything up, you did this. Yeah, it's only, I got it, guy, you know. He'd be like, yeah, but if somebody wants to help, let them carry your groceries if somebody offers. Come on, right? But why are we bionic? Well, I mean, think about the things. It's going to be different. You're not accustomed to it, so go with it, even though it makes you feel uncomfortable. Because I think I said this to the group on Wednesday night, something about marriage and And one lady loud, it's probably on video or tape, she said, "Oh no, he's going to have to ask me out." And I said, "Oh, I just lost her." Because it might not be that way this time. Something different might be happening. Amen? Come on. When the blessings on you stop coming, and there's no more money, there's no more job, there's no more blessings, when all ceases and you don't understand why, it's coming a different way. In other words, it had to all stop for something new to start. Because if it didn't, then it would be old manna. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All of a sudden, your job ends. Your life don't end, but your job ends. Get back on the horse. God will provide another way. Might be a season where you just have to stand. I don't know, but nevertheless, you're not going to go hungry. You're not going to be without. He'll take care of you. Amen? He's a God of provision. Tell your neighbor that. He's a God of provision. Come on. You have to reach out and get it. Stretch from the familiar. You have to reach out and get it. Stretch from the familiar. Because you're used to doing it that way. Right? You color your hair. You're supposed to do the roots. Right? Well, it's easy if your hair is long, I think, because you just do the roots. When you have it trimming like this, I pull it through the whole hair. I do because it's only even ounce, whatever, right? You can't tell me pull the roots. My roots are my whole head. That's how short it is, right? But if they tell you just do the roots, right? It's something you have to get used to. Just roots, right? Now they have little bottles where they're called root something.
Yeah.
Call it root, and it just reaches the roots. Whatever. We haven't done it like this before. We've never done it this way before. We never, whatever, right? We've never, it's different. It's new. We're not accustomed to this. Right? We don't do it this way. But change, it has to come. It has to come because we can't miss God this season. Everybody say we can't miss God this season.
Can't miss God this season.
Go to Joshua 5. Can't miss God. I'm telling you. This is it, girls. This is it, guys. This is it. Joshua 5, looking at verse 11. And on the same day they ate the product of the land, unleavened cakes and parched grain, and the manna ceased. And that day after they ate of the produce of the land, and the Israelites had manna no more, but they ate of the fruit of the land of Canaan that year. The manna ceased, and now they ate the fruit of the land. Manna ceased, and you're asking what happened? But now there's fruit. It's summertime right now. We have a lot of fruit. I don't know about you guys, but I've been buying a lot of fruit. Right? So I've been buying the fruit tray, right? Because it's hot. I don't eat a lot. So that fruit tray is perfect for me because there's all the fruits already cut up. I can't take home a big watermelon. What am I going to do with that big watermelon? I'd rather just get a fruit tray, right? Already cut, and whenever I want, I can go in there and stab it, put it in a little bowl, right? But come December, they don't have no fruit bowls, right? Because it's a different season, and I can't cry because I can't get my watermelon, right? Right?
Right.
Gotta see this. Every season there's something different. God's the same way. Yes, like your clothes, your shoes, everything. Hair color. Well, you're still doing the same thing you did before. And you can. stuck. And nothing else is going to happen. And it's okay because I've moved on. And when you're wondering why you're stuck, it's because you look stuck, you are stuck, you're dressed stuck. You're stuck, sister, you're stuck. Right? Yeah. You're stuck in the same spot. Looking the same way. The last time they saw you, the same whatever. Right? You might even have the same outfit. Because you're stuck. But you don't know you're stuck because people that are stuck don't know they're stuck.
Stuck with you.
They're what?
They're stuck with you.
Yeah, they're just right? But even though times have changed and people have aged, we do. You know who has moved on. Right? I ran into somebody at a gas station. When I lived in Chino, I used to go to this gas station. Now I'm back in Chino. And I happened to go to that gas station. When I walked in, he ran across the store, hugged me like he hadn't seen me in years. But the way he hugged me, he goes, "Oh my God, what are you doing out here?" And I go, "Oh, I moved back to the city." And he goes, "Are you serious?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "And you're still here?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "How many years have you been working here?" He goes, "I don't know, maybe 10 or more, right?" I go, "It's got to be a little longer because I've been gone longer." And he goes, maybe, right? So then he's talking about his life and what happened to him, and he got sick, and he had surgery, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm trying to get my stuff, right? And I'm getting my stuff, and he's talking, and he's following me. We weren't sick. So I'm doing my stuff, and he's going, and I'm getting this and that, and he's going, and we're talking. And everywhere I go, he goes, and we're talking. And I talked for like a half hour. By the time I got to the register, my hamburger was full. And it was funny because we were just sharing, because we hadn't seen each other in so long, right? And we're talking, and I'm looking at him and thinking, this guy's still here, sweet as could be, right? Still working, still successful. Like he said, I make good money here. I could move closer to home, but what they pay me here is better. And I said, "Where is stay? I mean, you're making a little commute, but so what? It's worth it, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "You look good too." He says, "Yeah, I lost weight because I had surgery." And I said, "Well, how do you feel?" He said, "I feel great." And I said, "Well, you feel good, you look good, hey, that's amazing, right?" And he's still alive. It's even greater. Yes. A lot of people are dying, right? I walked out of there and thought, wow, he's advanced. He's not stuck. Might still be at the same place, but he's been promoted. He's making more money. So he's not stuck. Yes. Come on.
That's right.
Something has changed.
Yes.
Right? He's not the same. Right?
Yes.
Come on.
That's right.
Well, how do people know you've changed? How do people know you're not the same? And what is it about you that's telling somebody, hey, you know what, I know, it's like this guy that's seen me, hasn't seen me in years. And we went to a reunion, he goes, "Oh my God, is it you, little Becky?" He's calling little Becky, and I said, "Yeah." He said, "Dang, girl, if I knew you're going to look like this." Right? And he giggles. And he goes, "No, I'm serious. You were like little bit pudgy." Junior high. And I said, "Yeah, probably." He said, "No, I didn't know you were going to look, I'm serious, I didn't know you were going to look like this, girl." And then I laughed. I said, "Well, I always knew you were going to look like that." We said it's the same. Some guys don't change. Right? And they said, "No, this is crazy." He goes, "Come on." So we went to see old friends, and he goes, "You guys are here." He's like, they said, and he's telling his friends, "Come on, you guys, let's be honest. Come on, she used to play baseball with us. She was on our football team. Remember? She was the catcher. And then if you guys knew she looked like this, would you guys have dated her?" All the guys are like, "Yeah." I said, "Too bad, too late." Right now, they're all married now.